Station 41's new captain, Pop hissed, a large vein bulging on the side of his forehead. I stood on my tiptoes and leaned closer to the window. Squinting my eyes, I looked to see if anyone else was outside. Didn't see anyone, though. "He got any kids?" Reaching into the cabinet, Pop pulled down a liquor bottle and twisted off the cap. He poured the brown liquid into a clean coffee mug before adding freshly brewed coffee. Disgusting. "Got one," he said, taking a sip. "About your age, I think." I smiled. "You know his name?" "No." He looked down at me. "Why don't you go over there and find out?" I didn't need him telling me twice. Turning on my heel, I ran out of the kitchen and into the foyer. When I was 3 feet away from the front door, Pop hollered my name. "Hendrix!" I skidded to a stop. "Yeah?" "Don't do anything to embarrass me. You do, and I'll beat you black and blue. Got it?" "Yeah, I got it." Shaking my head, I took off running again. Bolting out the front door, I jumped across the narrow porch and bounded down the small steps. Crossing the 40-foot patch of grass that separated my house from the one next door, I kept moving until both of my feet landed on the neighbor's concrete driveway. Then I stopped. The blond man from before was the first person to see me. He waved before smiling in my direction. "Hey, kid," he said, not giving me a chance to address him first. I reached up and squeezed the brim of my ball cap between my fingers. "Hey, mister." I hooked my thumb over my shoulder and pointed towards my house. "I live in the blue house next door." The man nodded once and looked me over. "You're James Cole's kid?" "Unfortunately," I thought. "Yeah, sir. James is my pop." His expression darkened at my answer. "What's your name?" "Hendrix," I said, shifting my weight between my 2 feet. "Hendrix Cole." "Nice to meet you, Hendrix. I'm Keith Davis." "Good to meet you, too. Pop said you were the new fire captain." "I am. Just transferred from Station 32 in Garrison." "That's cool." I looked around, feeling out of place and not knowing what else to say. I wasn't good at talking to people. My pop said you had a kid. One about my age?" Keith looked towards his new house before bringing his eyes back to me. "How old are you?" 8. He swatted at a bumblebee that flew around his head. "Y'all are close in age, then. My girl's 7. She'll be 8 next May." I straightened my spine. "Yeah?" He nodded once. "Good, because there aren't a lot of kids in this neighborhood. It's mostly old people." "Wait. Hold up. His girl?" "She's a girl?" I blurted out, spit flying from my mouth. Keith smirked. "Yeah, Maddie is definitely a girl." "Oh." I hung my head forward. "I thought she was a boy." Blowing out a breath, I shoved my hands into my front pockets. "That's the whole reason I came over here. I thought we could be friends or something." Keith crossed his arms over his chest. "You can't be friends with a girl?" he asked, a confused look on his face. I shrugged. "I wouldn't know what to do with a girl." "Well, not unless—" "Does she happen to play basketball or like riding dirt bikes?" Keith tossed his head back and laughed. "Maddie? On a dirt bike? Not in this lifetime." "Why the heck not?" Still laughing, he rubbed both of his eyes with the back of his hands. "Kid, Maddie isn't going to do anything that would risk getting one of her dresses dirty." So she wasn't just a girl. She was prissy, too. Great. Just great.